Hey everybody, I hope you're having an amazing day today. My name is Mercer and welcome back to another episode of Character War. And today on Character War we have two egotistical, maniacal, crazy guys who have absurd levels of healing factor. Of course, I will be talking about Wolverine, the icon of the X-Men, fighting Lobo, the main man of DC Comics. So, who wins this fight? Well, why don't we just go see for ourselves? Alright, so we're going to talk about Wolverine first. In the 1800s, young James Howlett was constantly getting sick, until eventually he developed animalistic senses and an incredible healing factor for his mutant gene. This gave him an immense power, or in terms of not getting sick, I guess. But his most predominant and iconic power came out when a man robbed his house and killed his father. His retractable bone claws. And with these bone claws, he killed the man who killed his parents, and he said, "I'm your father," to James. Well, that's original. With nowhere else to go, he went by the name Logan and assigned into the Canadian military. There he trained in martial arts and became one of the greatest fighters in Marvel Comics. But nothing would have happened if it weren't for his countless training and using his bone claws to get him the name the Wolverine, until eventually he was assigned into a project called Weapon X. There, a doctor named Dr. Cornelius experimented on him, covering his bones with one of the hardest materials in the world called adamantium. He was completely covered from his bones down, and his retractable claws became almost razor-like. Adamantium is a man-made metal that is incredibly hard and dense. It's so incredibly hard it's almost unbreakable, and only strong people like the Hulk can bend it. With nowhere else to go and fighting the Hulk, the Wolverine went to a family where he didn't kill. Now, of course, I would be speaking of none other than the X-Men. With Wolverine's new power, he has likely great strength, amazing speed, and tons of great athletic resume. He's a highly trained martial artist and one of the greatest fighters in the Marvel Universe. Also, Wolverine's claws are always sharp, meaning he never seems to have to sharpen them. He can lift up to 2 tons, has animalistic senses, and of course, has an absurd and powerful healing factor. He can heal from almost any attack, and nothing seems to stop him. Nothing seems to penetrate any of his bones, since they're covered with the thick adamantium. And with Wolverine's claws, he's likely able to go toe-to-toe with very smart and strong people like Black Panther, the Captain America, the Hulk, and even powerful other mutants. Wolverine also has tons and tons of experience. Being old this time also gives you plenty of time to train. However, this has been his downfall on numerous occasions, such as the Old Man Logan storyline or the Logan film. However, Wolverine has more to say. His claws are incredibly sharp and they seem to be able to cut through almost anything. He has tons of training and knows how to use them very well, and almost never has to sharpen them. He's gone toe-to-toe with some incredible ferocious beings like the Hulk. He's dodged pieces of Storm's lightning bolts one time, and thanks to his incredible healing factor, he was able to be heated out in a lava volcano with nothing left and was healed from it just so he could kill the man who put him in there in the first place. Wolverine is incredibly powerful, but his rage is his biggest downfall. Or sometimes it's a great priority. He can enter a berserker form, which uploads his strength often amazingly. He can lift up to 10 tons at the time, almost matching the strength of the lizard, and his healing factor is absurdly powerful at that time. He can heal from almost any wound, making his skin almost unbreakable, and nothing seems to stop him, though this is one of his biggest downfalls, as he's constantly losing his temper, and just because his healing factor is great, it doesn't mean it's perfect. If you could destroy his brain or drown him, you could possibly kill the Wolverine, but still, considering that his brain is covered by adamantium, it's incredibly hard. Though drowning him and with enough strength could work, Wolverine could find a way to get out. After all, he has had years to become an expert tactician and amazing X-Men that he is. He's led the X-Men on numerous occasions, defeated numerous different people, and of course has plenty of experience in fighting with his claws and with his fist. This icon of the X-Men is someone you do not want to mess with. Lobo is the last son of Zarnia from DC Comics. With his physiology, he has great strength and speed and durability, but it would be nothing without his awesome origin. When the birth mother who birthed Lobo saw him, she went insane. His name literally means he who devours your entrails and thoroughly enjoys it. With all that, Lobo is immensely powerful, and he's even destroyed his entire planet for the sole purpose of being unique. So he's the destroyer of Zarnia and the last son of Zarnia. With nowhere else to go, he became a bounty hunter since, well, what else is there to do? And has plenty of experience along the way. He's got great strength, speed, and durability thanks to his Zarnian heritage. So, and not great, I meant godlike, as he's gone toe-to-toe with some of the strongest Justice League members like Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, oh, and the Man of Steel himself, Superman. Lobo is immensely powerful, but that would be nothing without his awesome regenerative healing factor and absurd levels of arsenal. Lobo can heal from almost any wound. He's been cut in half, burned, destroyed, has his brain removed, melted, and he just keeps on trucking with nothing going for him. There is one way to stop him, and if you burnt all his cells, but considering that he'd have to take a dip in the sun, well, it's highly unlikely. Lobo also has a tremendously great arsenal. His famous hook claw, a space-level shotgun, his space cigars, his awesome laser beams, and he almost keeps any weapon that he takes. So he's got a tons and tons of great arsenal, including his famous motorcycle, which flies through space. Oh, and he can survive in there too. Lobo is amazingly powerful, and every time he does drop blood, he can clone himself, making more Lobos, everyone's being stronger than the next. And though they don't have the same arsenal as the previous Lobo, like his awesome motorcycle or hooked chain, it still has the amazing strength. He's so powerful, he was once banished by God and heaven themselves just because he was literally immensely powerful. Holy crap, how does that work out? Exactly. Though you can still kill him, it's just incredibly difficult. Lobo has taken hits from some of the strongest people before. He's challenged Darkseid, that's right, the Lord of Apocalypse, without any hesitation. Thanks to his motorcycle, he can go at light speed, keep up with the Flash, and can battle on hordes of superheroes from the Justice League, the defenders of the universe, without breaking a sweat. He's been melted by lava with nothing happening to him. And the only way you can properly kill Lobo is by A, burning off all of his cells, or making a parody of him like New 52 Lobo did. Thanks a lot, guys. Nice. Thankfully, that guy is dead and the new Lobo is back. However, there's one last thing you need to know about Lobo. With everything going for him, he is the amazingly powerful bounty hunter of DC. He's iconic in every way, and there's a reason that they call him the main man. Also, the absurd healing factor in All-Star Bicycle. Do I need to say any more? Exactly. So, who wins this fight? Well, in order to decide it perfectly, we had to go through a lot. Lobo obviously has better strength, speed, and durability. Lobo obviously arsenal is much larger, and even though Wolverine could get a hit on Lobo and Lobo do the same, it's unlikely that they could kill each other. But that's when I discovered something. You see, Lobo's absurd power is because he's very, very close to near the same level of power of Superman. As a matter of fact, he's been able to overtax Superman in terms of raw strength. So, in terms of healing factor, Lobo's is actually more powerful. I know, it's pretty unbelievable for a lot of Marvel fans considering Wolverine has a tremendously powerful healing factor. But listen here, Lobo's healing factor is at the cellular level, meaning he can heal from almost any wound. And though you could burn off all his cells, it's likely they'll just regenerate, and allowing Lobo to take in some more hits. So Wolverine could drown, and Lobo has enough strength and arsenal to do that. So odds are Lobo wins at least 9 times out of 10, which is the majority of times. So the winner is Lobo, the main man of DC. On the next episode of Character War, we have Princess Peach, the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom, fighting Amy Rose, the love-struck lover of Sonic and freedom fighter. Like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Later.